think one would be, do not mess up with your GPA because it takes a lot of time to fix. It takes one semester to mess it up and it takes forever to fix it. And GPA is obviously very important, and it will be important throughout your life, at least till a certain point, until you complete your education and you're set in a company. Till that time, you would need your GPA constantly. So do not let that slide totally. 6 GPA पे मत टिको, कम से कम 7 7.5 तक पहुंच जाओ. That is important, right? If you want to do CAT for that, from that point of view also, it is very important. Secondly, please keep doing something, right? Find your interest. It would take time to build on your interest and sort of identify those interests also, but then constantly keep hustling and constantly keep trying new things unless you identify what is it that you want to do. That is very important. And don't sit idle. You will not be able to build your CV in one day. That is a very long process. So keep that mindset, set long-term goals, identify कि इस साल मुझे ये चीज़ों पे focus करना है. This year I want to do a research paper. This year I want to get a very good internship. This year I want to focus on case study competitions and maybe win 2 case study competitions. It can be anything. I would be working on my startup this year. It can be as diverse as you want it to be, but then you should constantly keep working. And also have a very strong networking base, have good relationships with your seniors, have good relationships with your juniors, your peers as well, because they would help you at every step of the way. My seniors have helped me a lot, my Alliance seniors, my DevSoc seniors. I'm forever indebted to them because I think they have a very, very big role in my career trajectory and preparing me for my placements. They would sit for hours and hours and review my resumes, and that is something that they would spend a lot of time on you. So make sure that you maintain those relationships and have all of your people around.
So my suggestion is कि ठीक है, when you enter college, you take some time to explore. Then you learn a couple of things. You learn them well. But what you should also do is you should learn what is happening in the work atmosphere and what it means to take a product to production. So what happens is you and I, we will learn web development, but how many of us will finally build that project and try to deploy it on a system? All right. It's like, so that is one thing that I think everyone should do, that if you learn some programming, if you learn, let's say C++ development or Java development or web development or Android development, you should also try to get those things to a production state. I'm not telling you have like them production ready and sell them and stuff, but just know what all you need to get them published. अगर website है तो उस website को कैसे तुम publish करोगे, उसको host करने के लिए what all do you require? Okay. Similarly for Android apps, if you make an app, what are the security checks that you need to do? Okay. One more thing in this production framework is what we don't do is we are not used to testing stuff. We just write the code, bug नहीं आ रहा है, चल रहा है तो ठीक है. But what happens when you come to industry, you realize you also have to write tests, and that is a task in itself. And that is actually a very big task. It's not a little thing कि हाँ कोई और कर देगा. It mostly in all good companies, the developers who write the code, they write the tests. And depending on what platform you're working on, there are different frameworks, but mostly the entire experience of testing is same. So even if you take one framework, one language, and try writing tests for your application development on that, you'll get a general feel on how it's done. So whenever you'll go to your office environment, you know कि ठीक है testing ऐसे काम करती है. Now I just need to learn the specific framework on which my company is working on. And similarly for frameworks and tools that are used to actually take those code to actually a product. So if it's a website, if it's a front end, then those two tools will be like Webpack and Gulp, which bundle all of your stuff and then makes it publication ready. If it is Android application, then putting it on the Play Store and configuring the servers behind it. Okay, if it's a Python application, then how will you deploy it? How will you make sure that it is secure, that no one can, just fiddle with it and do anything they want? So stuff like that. So yes, that's what I think that people should do. Students, like if you learn something, also learn how you can take it to a product. And it's actually a very small thing to learn compared to if you have to put it into two parts, production and deployment. Development and deployment. Development is obviously the major chunk, but deployment is a smaller chunk, but it is an important chunk, which if you're familiar with, it can give you great advantages when you go to your workplace. Second advice that I have is कि go hands on. What happens is, again, we learn, हम Coding Ninjas का course कर लेते हैं, हमें लगता है हो गया. नहीं, Coding Ninjas का course करना is the first step. Next step is you use it. तुम चौथी बार कोई library management system बनाओ, it's all right, but you try to use it. Okay, you go to hackathons. I guess at least you are also in your final year. I've passed out. We know hackathons are a waste of time, but you still should go. Not for fun and frolic, but if you go to hackathons, what you learn in those 24 hours is more than you learn sitting in your hostel room doing nothing. Believe me, you say कि यार hackathon is a waste of time, you staying in your hostel is also a waste of time. Either you know it or not. So that is another thing, that go hands on. Go to hackathons. Try opening some open source project and see if you can contribute to it or not. To a first year, it will be difficult. To a second year also, if you're not very good, it will be difficult. But I think from third year onward, अगर तुम्हारे सर से placement और internship का pressure हटा हुआ है, you should do this stuff. So that's another thing. Go hands on. Learn Linux. I suggest every computer science student who's interested in continuing in this field, they must learn Linux. Because once you learn how to program in command line, it will give you an ego boost. So then you will be like, मैं क्यों करूँ GUI use? But it is a very important skill to have. Like if you know Linux, you get understanding of a lot of things. You should know networking. You should know the basics of networking. What is TCP? What is UDP? What is the difference? Where to use? What is TCP IP? What the protocol stacks look like? What is port? What are ports? How, if I want to build a server, how will I open up a port on my computer? So things like that. So if you know the basics, going ahead, solving errors become easier. The error messages, if it's the thing is, if you have a good breadth of knowledge, then understanding those error messages that you get on your compiler, they will be easier. And there is no boundary to that breadth. You should also know about compilers, because for computer science students, it's a subject. You must also know about what network failures are. You should also know about OS failures, that memory ran out. What does it mean? Like stack overflow, out of memory, heap out of memory and stuff like that. So you should always have a breadth of hands-on knowledge, because that's going to help you at one point or the other. Not immediately, and not like in any big manner कि मैंने Linux सीख लिया तो अब Linux से ही मैं अगला Mark Zuckerberg बन जाऊंगा. But still, it will help you to be a good programmer and a good developer. So yeah, that's the other advice, that go hands-on. Don't just do courses, actually do something. And being hands-on also means studying research papers. That is also being hands-on. Applying your knowledge basically. So that's what I'd suggest. Those are the two things that I would suggest. There are a couple of things that I would like to say in general is make good friends. Friends, I guess, are the most important part of your entire life. And believe me, once you get out of college, you might not, like, depends on person to person, but you might not make a lot of friends as you used to. So yeah, one, make good friends. Second, you will do mistakes. I have made a lot of them in the social sphere. So have the humility to say, okay, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. There will be repercussions, but don't be like, "Kichni theek hai, maine galti kar di, to I'm good for nothing," and and just reject yourself. No, everyone makes mistakes. Say sorry for them. There will be consequences of those mistakes, but still carry on and try not to repeat them. Third is, interaction with people is actually a key skill that all of us should learn. And it is something like you can easily go to YouTube and learn, like TED Talks, like what are power poses, how you should sit, how you should speak, like is voice modulation a thing, stuff like that. So you should also work on your communication, so that if you're asked to speak somewhere, you can actually speak. You're comfortable going in front of a stage, because at one point or the other, it matters. Right now, we have meetings where we go and the entire organization is there. People from different countries are over there, from different hierarchies are over there. And then you're presenting your product. The product is okay because everyone is seeing something or other thing like that. What matters is how you present it. So there are people who are really good communicators who actually build a good story about it and tell it in a very good way. There are people who stutter a lot and that does not look particularly good because you're not grabbing their attentions. So like that is another part of the narrative that is going on in the companies also right now, that apart from being a good engineer, you also need to be a good storyteller, because that is the only way you will be able to sell your products to others in your team, and then they will take it a notch ahead and sell it to the customers. So yeah, that's the other thing which I would say, that be a good storyteller and learn about human interaction. Just randomly Google how should we talk, or how should we what is body language and stuff like that.
When we start doing coding, so we see our set like very much difficulties, but we have to face difficulties because we have to see the end result. We have to work upon our skills, because without doing hard work, nobody can achieve anything, and we have to do hard work. So like having good coding skills, having good DSA algorithms, we have to work upon it. So you have to give good time, and we have to be very sincere and solve many lead code questions, course questions, and make good friends who can give you good company, so that you can learn from them, and having because the peers you have, the basis of peers, you will learn very much in your coding skills. Like my friends like Avril Gupta, Vishal Singh, and Aniket helped me very much to learn coding skills. So you have to make very good friends, and you have to be very much consistent. That don't be like I'm not able to do. I will not. I will continue my code from now. I will switch to my another thing. Like I was having in my back of my mind that during in the starting of second year that I will do GATE, but I started having interest in the DSA, so I switched to DSA only, and I did DSA very well, and not focus on anything else. I did DSA, CS fundamentals very much, and very much a focused way. I made notes of everything, and give very much my extra every time to DSA. People are getting deviated because of buzzwords like data science and machine learning. So they are learning various endology courses, and they are learning very much various things. But the thing is that I was having that experience of DSA, and I thought that in DSA only I can get a good job, because the experience matters to get job, not that knowledge you have, because experience the experience and practice counts. Because I cannot beat that people that who are working in machine learning and DSA from the machine learning and data science from last 2-3 years. So I focus on DSA only. So please focus on DSA and be consistent. Don't lose hope. There are many opportunities.
So what I'll suggest that since it's whenever it's your first year, it's up to you that you want to start or not. But from a second year onwards, when you get access to your core subjects, like in the first year is a mix of subjects, but from a second year, just start coding early, because nowadays the competition is so high, and if you're getting a chance, it's like I mentioned, to get interviewed in a big company, it's really a thing that I had seen my friends who got an option, but due to something they asked for reschedulation of the interview, and ended up not getting interviewed. So when you get chance, because he wants some time for preparation and all, so whenever you get chance, you should be ready to hit it. So it will come if you will start early, and then be consistent. Never lose the track. So be consistent and be honest, like I mentioned. Whatever you learn it honestly, and keep it that way, that you keep using it and keep practicing it also. So go with the data structures and algorithms first. Just have the experience on it, and keep it doing till you are getting hired, or after getting hired also, just keep practicing, not daily. So in a week or 15 days or 2 or 3 questions, that would be fine, because to go through it is really important, because once you learn, if you'll not go through it, you'll forget it after some time. So just be consistent, learn data science algorithms, try to make few projects. It will really help. Learn new technologies, whatever you think that fascinates you or you really want to learn. Like when I made Java project, I was so fascinated by the UI thing that I wanted something which has a UI, proper UI, and also have a backend access and database access, all that. So just do that, making projects and learning all that. will really help. And after getting hired, don't stop. Just keep practicing and keep like what I will also just I have seen so many people what they do after getting hired also this they keep giving interviews in a certain time, so it also let them know that how well they are in their skills and all in the current like companies and markets and the evolution time. So it's also really good to like evaluate yourself on a regular intervals. No, if not in the companies, then ask your friends or anyone to interview you, or there are platforms which like provides peer-to-peer interview like interview.com and all that, which provides you like some peer who is also at the other end. You both can interview each other, a random person. So all that, just do that. It's really good to do that.
You know, the best thing is that during campus placements, don't expect anything from any organization, because anything can happen anytime. You might go with the feeling that I don't want to get selected in that company, and you might actually end up in that same company. So you know, you have to be always looking out that ठीक है, think for all the companies that all the organizations that are coming to campus are good, and you know, at the end you are there to get a job. So as soon as your purpose is being fulfilled, I think you should be pretty fine. So firstly, I would like to say is that don't be scared to, you know, try out something new. People will always tell you what is the right thing that you should do, but then deep inside you yourself know what is the right thing for you. Don't go with the herd mentality that, you know, everybody is going for tech, or, you know, people are earning a lot of money in tech, so I should be the one focused on that. No, that's a big no. Just always look at what your strengths are, whether you might be good at communicating with people, you might be good at thinking logically, putting things on paper, creating processes, and all that. So then you should decide about what kind of a career trajectory you want to go for, whether you want to go for a master's, go for an MBA, go for a MNC, go for a startup. It's all up to you. So even when I graduated from NSIT, initially I was part of a startup, but I was very skeptical about joining the startup. So that's why, you know, pretty soon after joining the startup, I immediately switched on to an MNC. So I always remember that all the decisions that you make are yours. So you have to make those decisions for yourself, not because people are telling you to do so. So be pretty confident that everything will turn out to be fine. You might face a lot of rejections. I also did. Be it in campus placements, be it in placements off campus, you will definitely face rejections everywhere. But you have to treat every rejection as a learning experience. I know people always say that take rejections as a learning experience, but that is the right thing. And because rejections will actually help you improvise yourself and make yourself a better version of yourself. So, and definitely, again, as I said before, don't be scared to try out something new. I graduated in EC and I'm working in a logistics field, so it's completely doesn't align with the field that I have pursued, but it is something that I was always interested in. So it was new and it was a challenge for me, but I took up this challenge and I'm pretty happy now. And also, you know, just for the interview sake of it, I wouldn't say sake of it, but from the interview point of view, try to, you know, involve yourselves in societies, cultural committees, you know, because everything is a learning experience that will actually help you be better. Like Fest can teach you a lot about managing finance, because you are actually responsible for the accounts of a cultural fest. There's a lot of money involved in that. If you be part of some technical societies like IEEE or ARIS Robotics, or you know, some of the societies that are there that are primarily focused on the technical aspect of it, you will definitely learn a lot more about how technical projects are actually thought out, how the plan is made, how important deadlines are, how the work should be distributed among the right people, how you should allocate resources to the particular project. So these are a lot of small things which right in the beginning of your career you will not be making these decisions, but as you progress through your career, these are exactly the kind of decisions that you are supposed to make. So these will always act as a learning for you, and try to expose yourself to as many different societies you can, try to participate in fests, be it from an organizer point of view, or be it from a participant point of view. Just try to experiment something throughout your college life, and because it's only in college that you can experiment, then once you are part of the working industry, then the life, it becomes pretty monotonous. You are doing similar things on a daily basis, and then the risk appetite is also very small. So try to do as many experiments as you can when you are within the walls of the campus, because there's nobody to judge and what can go wrong in campus, right? So try to expose yourself as much as you can.
मैं इंटरेस्ट है उसी में जाना चाहिए. जैसे मैंने वही बोला कि मैं फर्स्ट कंप्यूटर साइंस क्लास 12 में ली, फिर उसके बाद फर्स्ट ईयर में थोड़ा बहुत कोडिंग करा, तो मेरे को ये समझ में आ गया कि कोडिंग करके ठीक है, मैं कर लूंगा, मैं थोड़ा बहुत कोडशेफ पे अपना रेटिंग बढ़ा लूंगा, कोड फोर्सेस पे कर लूंगा, पर इंटरेस्ट नहीं आया. अब इंटरेस्ट अगर किसी चीज में नहीं है ना, तो द फैक्ट इज आफ्टर सम टाइम थोड़ा मोनोटोनस हो जाता है जिंदगी कि भाई हो गया, कितना कोड करेंगे, अब हो गया, मन नहीं कर रहा है, ये चीजें. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो ये चीज सोच चलो कि जिसमें इंटरेस्ट है, चाहे हार्डवेयर, चाहे कोर, चाहे मैकेनिकल, चाहे इलेक्ट्रिकल, उस चीज पे ज्यादा फोकस करो. हाँ, अगर उसमें मान सकते हैं उसमें अपॉर्चुनिटीज कम होंगी कोडिंग के रिस्पेक्ट में, पर ये चीज तो है कि एनी फील्ड इवन इफ समवन इन बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, जो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में बेस्ट चीज हो रही होगी वो भी शायद ईसी या कंप्यूटर साइंस के बराबर ही हो रही है. लाइक बायो साइंस में भी इतनी सारी डेवलपमेंट हो रही है, अभी वैक्सीन आ रहा है, तो वो भी काइंड ऑफ बायो साइंसेस का ही पार्ट है. तो उसमें भी काफी हद तक अच्छे डेवलपमेंट हो सकते हैं जो बंदे को इंटरेस्ट होगा. तो इसीलिए सबसे बड़े तो ये जिस चीज में इंटरेस्ट हो वो चीज सबसे पहले कर लो. सेकेंडली, मेक श्योर कि आफ्टर मतलब फर्स्ट सेकेंड लाइक फर्स्ट ईयर और आफ्टर द थर्ड सेमेस्टर थोड़ा बहुत इन सब चीजों के बारे में लाइक इंटर्नशिप, प्लेसमेंट एक्सप्लोर करना शुरू कर दो. बिकॉज डायरेक्ट तुम सेकंड ईयर में या फर्स्ट ईयर में प्लेसमेंट के लेवल की पढ़ाई कर नहीं सकते. तो एटलीस्ट एक्सप्लोर करना कि भाई ठीक है, ये कंपनीज आती है हमारे यहाँ, ये अच्छे बच्चे लेके जाती है, ठीक है, ये कंपनी क्या काम करती है, ये कंपनी क्या काम करती है. फिर उससे ये चीज अंडरस्टैंड करो, यार मेरा जो रेज्यूमे है वो किस चीज पे बेस्ड है. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे मेरे कैसा था, मेरा जो प्रोजेक्ट है माइक्रो प्रोसेसर वगैरह पे थे. अब मुझे पता था कि यार एनालॉग, जैसे टेक्सट इंस्ट्रूमेंट है वो प्रॉपर एनालॉग पे काम करती है, तो उसका जो काम है वो मेरे प्रोजेक्ट से उतना खास रिलेटेड नहीं था. तो आई वाज लाइक कि ठीक है, लाइक पीआई के लिए हम ट्राई कर सकते हैं, पर इट्स नॉट वेरी मच रिलेटेड टू मी. लेकिन सैमसंग, क्वालकॉम, सिनॉप्सिस, ये सारी कंपनीज ऐसी थी जो थोड़ा माइक्रोप्रोसेसर वेरिफिकेशन इन सब चीजों पे काम कर रहा था. तो मुझे पता था कि हाँ यार, इस टाइप की कंपनीज को हम टारगेट कर सकते हैं. तो मेक श्योर करो कि कंपनीज को तुम वो कर पाओ बाइफरकेट कि भाई ठीक है, ये कंपनीज है मेरे लिए, ये कंपनीज उतनी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, तो वी कुड गिव इट अ ट्राई. फिर इसके अलावा मेक श्योर कि भाई जो सबसे पहले कि रेज्यूमे को अपना एकदम पिन पॉइंट पिक्चर परफेक्ट, कि भाई एक एक चीज जो भी लिखी है, चाहे कोई प्रोजेक्ट हो, चाहे कोई स्किल्स हो, चाहे कोई पोजीशन ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हो, कोई रैंक हो, सीजी, तो सब कुछ सही से लिखोगे तो उससे ऐसा नहीं कि हर बार गलत लिखोगे तो कोई पकड़ लेगा वो. पर अगर तुम हर चीज सही लिखोगे ना, तो इंटरव्यू में कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा तुम्हारे अंदर कि भाई पूरे रेज्यूमे में से कोई भी वर्ड उठा के पूछ लो, हम बता देंगे. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे रेज्यूमे में मैंने लिखा है जर्मन, मैंने जर्मन सीखी है 9th क्लास. तो ये चीज मैंने आउट ऑफ द ब्लू नहीं लिखी, उसमें लिखा कि हाँ जर्मन सीखी. तो उससे पूछ दिया कि भाई ठीक है, जर्मन में तुमने क्या सीखा है, लाइक कितने टाइम सीखा. तो अगर यही चीज हम थोड़ा अपने मन से लिख देते कि हाँ भाई फ्रेंच भी सीखी, स्पेनिश भी सीखी, तो उस टाइम पे मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन हो सकता है, यार ये तो करा नहीं है. तो इसलिए रेज्यूमे में जो भी चीज लिखो, वट एवर यू राइट, इट शुड बी पिक्चर परफेक्ट. कुछ भी गलत तरह लिखो. इनफैक्ट अगर कोई चीज बेसिक लेवल पे सीखी है तो वो इंटरव्यू को बता सकते हो कि भाई सर मैंने ये चीज बेसिक लेवल पे करी है, इसलिए मैंने ये मेंशन करा, क्योंकि इसका बेसिक लेवल पे भी काफी अच्छा यूज हो सकता है. तो ये चीज होगी. इसके अलावा तो मेनली इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर द कोर प्रोफाइल, तो फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर के बाद से गेट के क्वेश्चन करना शुरू करो, प्रोजेक्ट्स एक्सप्लोर करना शुरू कि भाई इंटरेस्ट किस में है, एनालॉग में कि डिजिटल में. अगर डिजिटल में है तो वेरिलॉग, पर्ल, सिस्टम एनालॉग, इन सब चीजों पर फोकस करो. अगर एनालॉग में इंटरेस्ट है तो सर्किट डिजाइनिंग, सी, स्पाइस, वर्चुअल, तो ये सारी चीजें, इन सब चीजों को एक्सप्लोर करो. तो बेसिकली जो सेकंड ईयर जो है उसको काइंड ऑफ एक्सप्लोरिंग बनाओ कि मतलब कितने ज्यादा तुम समझ सकते हो, कितना ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट अपने पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में आ सकता है. इनफैक्ट अगर कोई इंसान को कोडिंग भी करना है तो सेकंड ईयर में ये चीज देखिए कि जैसे मैंने सेकंड ईयर में ट्राई करा कोडिंग का, मैंने 1 महीना ट्राई करा कोडशेफ वगैरह से, पर मुझे उस लेवल का इंटरेस्ट नहीं आया कि मैं उस चीज को अगले 2 साल के लिए कर सकता था प्लेसमेंट तक. तो इसलिए मैंने वो चीज छोड़ दी. तो ये चीज इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करना कि भाई ठीक है, तुम इंटरेस्ट डेवलप कर लिए सेकंड ईयर में. और इसके अलावा तो बस लास्ट ये कहूंगा कि कॉलेज लाइफ को अच्छे से एंजॉय करो. ठीक है, पढ़ाई, इंटर्नशिप, प्लेसमेंट सब अपनी जगह है, पर अदर देन दिस देयर आर मेनी अदर थिंग्स व्हिच यू विल लर्न इन कॉलेज जो शायद आगे चलके लाइफ में बहुत काम आए, पर पढ़ाएगा कोई नहीं. वेदर इट बी तुम किसी टीम में जाओ, वहाँ पे तुमको कोई इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, वहाँ पे तुमको एक टीम को लीड करना है। अब टेक्निकली तुम एक टीम को लीड कर रहे हो तो टेक्निकली बहुत अच्छा नॉलेज है, लेकिन तुम्हें ये नहीं पता कि आप किसको किस टाइप का काम देना चाहिए या किससे कितने टाइम में वो काम एक्सपेक्ट करना चाहिए। तो इस टाइप की चीजें अगर नहीं समझ आएंगी ना, तो वो एक लीडर का जो फुल काइंड ऑफ मतलब पैरामीटर्स होंगे उस पर सेट नहीं बैठेगा। तो इसीलिए इस तरह की जो सॉफ्ट स्किल्स है कि मतलब कैसे तुम लोगों को संभाल के बात करना, नए नए लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करना, बिकॉज इफ यू आर गिविंग द इंटरव्यू, बहुत लोगों को मैंने से देखा है कि वो डरने लगते हैं, उनको लगता है कि कुछ भी गलत हो जाएगा। तो यही चीज है, जैसे अब जैसे मैंने बोला कि क्वेश्चन पूछना है जैसे, तो इस टाइप की चीजें थोड़ा फोकस करो कि भाई क्वेश्चन तुम पूछोगे तो उससे सामने वाले को लगे हाँ ये बंदा इज रियली इंटरेस्टेड, ही हैज रियली रिसर्च्ड अबाउट द इंडस्ट्री, अबाउट द कंपनी, एंड इसलिए इस बंदे के अंदर कोई इंटरेस्ट है हमारी कंपनी में आने के लिए। तो इन सब चीजों पे रिसर्च करना चाहिए। बाकी तो बस वही ऑल द बेस्ट। और ऐसा कुछ मतलब दिक्कत हो तो अपने सीनियर्स, अपने पीयर ग्रुप को, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है अपने सीनियर और पीयर ग्रुप, बिकॉज ये वो लोग हैं जिनके साथ तुम हमेशा रहोगे, जो जिनके साथ तुम हमेशा जिनकी एडवाइसेस पे काम करोगे। तो अपना हमेशा जो पीयर ग्रुप है और अपना जो सीनियर्स का ग्रुप है उनको हमेशा सही रखना कि मतलब हाँ इनसे अच्छे एडवाइस है ना, उनके रेज्यूमे देखना उन्होंने क्या प्रोजेक्ट करे हैं, उन्होंने कहाँ इंटर्नशिप करी है, उनसे आइडियाज लो कि भाई किस पे प्रोजेक्ट करा जाए क्या, तो काफी कुछ हेल्प मिल सकती है उससे। एंड निशान तो वैसे काफी अच्छा काम कर रहा है इस टाइप के चैनल शुरू करके कि ऑलरेडी कितने लोगों को हेल्प कर चुका होगा। एंड अदर देन दैट फॉर द आई हैव सीन दैट few of the students they are very worried about CGPA की कितनी कट ऑफ कितनी कंपनी की। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल CGPA कंपनी टू कंपनी थोड़ी वेरी कर जाती है, ओके, बट टू बी ऑन द सेफ साइड आई वुड से कि इफ यू आर फ्रॉम BTU इवन फ्रॉम NSIT आई वुड से कि 8.5 तक इफ यू कैन ट्राई, बिकॉज सी फर्स्ट ईयर जो होता है, फर्स्ट ईयर में होता क्या है कि कोई नहीं पढ़ता लिटरली। फर्स्ट ईयर में मैंने खुद के एक्सपीरियंस देखा है कि फर्स्ट ईयर कोई भी नहीं पढ़ता, एवरीबॉडी इज लाइक कॉलेज है, 12th में अच्छी रैंक लाए, आ गए DTU NSIT IIIT, अब थोड़ा मस्ती करते हैं। तो एंड रिलेटिव ग्रेडिंग का यही बेस्ट पार्ट है कि अगर कोई भी नहीं पढ़ रहा है तो अगर तुम थोड़ा भी पढ़ लेते हो तो काफी अच्छा ग्रेड आ सकता है। जैसे ये चीज मैंने करा कि मेरे टाइम पे बाकी लोगों ने उतना नहीं पढ़ा तो मैंने थोड़ा बहुत ही पढ़ा तो ठीक ठाक ग्रेड आ गया। तो बेसिकली ये मेक श्योर करो कि अगर हार्डवेयर में क्या होता है कि थोड़ी बहुत चीजें पे मैटर कर जाती है किसी कंपनी के लिए, जैसे टेक्सास इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, इसके लिए शायद उतना ये मैटर नहीं करता है CGPA, बिकॉज ये थोड़े कंसेप्ट पे ज्यादा फोकस करता है। मतलब CGPA फिर भी वो भी 8+ ही मांगता है। तो आई वुड जस्ट से कि 8 से 8 मतलब 8.5 है फिर तो वेल एंड गुड, लेकिन ट्राई करो कि एटलीस्ट इंटर्नशिप टाइम तक, लाइक आफ्टर योर सेकेंड ईयर इज ओवर, 8 तक रखो, बिकॉज 8+ will let you sit in any company for hardware, for software में तो कभी कभी थोड़ा कम भी हो जाता है, 7.5 भी हो जाता है। लेकिन वही चीज होती है, जैसे इस बार का एक्सपीरियंस मैंने देखा कि लोगों की 8.1 8.2 है एंड कंपनी डिड ओपन इट फॉर 8 बट द शॉर्टलिस्ट वाज डन एट 8.5 8.35 8.4, तो उस केस में सब हो जाता है। तो बट ये चीज मैंने कभी नहीं देखी अपने पास पिछले 2 साल 3 साल के किसी भी बंदे की 8.5 है उसको कोई भी कंपनी हार्डवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर नॉन टेक कुछ नहीं मिलती है। तो वही है कि ट्राई करो कि 8+ हो, एंड अगर लाइक सेकेंड ईयर के एंड तक या 5th सेमेस्टर लाइक गो फॉर द प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस कि 5th सेमेस्टर तक 8.5 तक वो चले जाए।
Firstly, they should be clear why they want to join the service, because it is firstly it is very hard to clear the exam, and secondly the real hardness starts after you have cleared, because it's a tough service. All of the services are really tough. And then secondly, if you are sure about your reasons, then you can start with preparing like basic books. And if you're from NSIT, you should be very confident, because a lot of people from our college are getting into the top services through this exam. And one thing I see is that a lot of good colleges like IIT Delhi and other such IITs have societies related to the civil services society of people who are trying to get into the service. They form this little societies in colleges. I think that is what our college is missing, and I think we have a very well established alumni network, and various people would be able to contribute to that whatever society that people form in the college, and that way all can nurture, and a lot of people can get in the service from our college.
One thing that I would always say is that never be dormant at this stage. What I mean by dormant is always have something going on for you, whether personally or as a part of a society. Don't sit idle in your college life. If you don't enjoy coding, or if you tried out a technical project and didn't enjoy it that much, try exploring other domains and finding out if you like those particular domains much better than the technical field. However, my advice to those who want to go into the technical side of things and want to get into product companies as software engineers or let's say machine learning engineers, I would say that fine, you may follow every single aspect of that interview preparation courses that hundreds of people have. You may listen to others' experiences. However, you cannot exactly emulate other people because at the end of the day, every person is different. Every person has to go through a different set of procedures. And that brings me to my original point. Never sit idle. So when I say never say idle, what I mean is if you have that one particular extra hour of your day that is available, don't spend all of it playing CSGO or chilling with your friends in hostel. I am not saying don't do that. I'm saying that even with all of that, even if you put 30 minutes of your day into improving yourself technically on a personal level, even if you put 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and this is something that you don't need to bargain for. There are 24 hours in a day, and the key to maximizing the productivity of your college life is time management. Even if you are able to successfully use 45 minutes to an hour of your 24 hours for delving into the productive side of things, it will be very, very helpful for you because of the fact that A, you will be technically proficient, B, you will get experiences that others do not have, and C, whenever you want to prepare for any of these interviews, you will have a resume that stands out from others because of the personal projects you did or any research papers you wrote or any unique thing that you did. It's because what matters at the end of the day is you stand out from the others. So always remember when you're interviewing that more than the fact that you need the company definitely needs you more. That is all I'd like to say.
So कॉलेज के लिए सजेशन ये है कि कॉलेज में सबसे पहले सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है कि अच्छे से फ्रेंड्स बनाओ. लाइक कॉलेज मज़ा ही तब आता है जब अच्छे फ्रेंड्स हो तुम्हारे साथ. लाइक अच्छे से कनेक्शन बनाना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. लाइक साथ साथ तुम लाइक चीज़ें लर्न करो. लाइक हैव अ इंटरेस्ट. अगर कंप्यूटर साइंस में आना है, लाइक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बनना है, तो इंटरेस्ट लाओ इन चीज़ों में. नॉट लाइक कि हाँ कर रहे हैं कुछ नौकरी. हैव इंटरेस्ट. इतनी बोरिंग नहीं होती है चीज़ें. लाइक दिमाग लगता है. एंड CGPA मैटर करती है. लाइक तुम्हारे जस्ट सीनियर्स बोलेंगे, फर्स्ट ईयर आएगा तुम्हें जस्ट सीनियर्स बोलेंगे CGPA मैटर नहीं करती. मैं बता रहा हूँ CGPA मैटर करती है. इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. लाइक फाइनल ईयर आता है फिर पता चलता है कि हाँ CGPA से कुछ कंपनीज में मतलब काफ़ी हाई कट ऑफ चली जाती है. तो अगर तुम एक अच्छे कॉलेज में आए हो और सारी कंपनी पे बैठने का मौका नहीं मिले तो क्या फायदा. तो CGPA मतलब इतना टफ नहीं होता लाना. लाइक हैव अ सिंपल रूटीन. लाइक कई लोग कहते हैं कि लास्ट डे में हो जाता है. लास्ट लाइक मिड सेम इज लाइक एक दिन में हो जाता है एंड एंड सेम इज लाइक एक हफ्ते में हो जाता है. बट इट डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन. लाइक खुद का अपना रूटीन बनाओ, चिल जाओ और कॉलेज एंजॉय करो. एंड एज पर कॉम्पिटिटिव डू दैट. लाइक सबको करनी चाहिए वो. मतलब डरना नहीं चाहिए. कई लोग डरते हैं कि बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाएगा. कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं होती है चीज़ें. लाइक मैं नहीं कह रहा कि एकदम डीप में चले जाओ कॉम्पिटिटिव में, ऐसे F और G भी कर दो उसमें कोड फोर्सेस में. इट्स नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. कॉम्पिटिटिव इज मोर अबाउट कि तुम्हारा लाइक सिंपल चीज़ें भी तुम बहुत जल्दी कोड में कन्वर्ट कर सको. लाइक सॉल्यूशंस को जितनी जल्दी कोड में कन्वर्ट करोगे उतनी होगी. कॉम्पिटिटिव हेल्प्स यू अ लॉट इन कोडिंग राउंड्स. एंड वो लाइक कोडिंग राउंड ही क्लियर नहीं हुआ तो क्या फायदा. लाइक इंटरव्यू मिलेगा ही तभी. तो कोडिंग राउंड के लिए कॉम्पिटिटिव इम्पोर्टेंट है. हफ्ते में एक कॉन्टेस्ट करो, ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता है. लाइक 2-3 घंटे और यार. और बाकी तो प्लेसमेंट की अलग होती है तैयारी और वो तो पता ही है सबको. लाइक और रिसोर्सेज निशान पे डाले ही होंगे. ये
I would say don't fret too much about Frank, don't fret too much about getting the best job, don't fret too much about competitive programming if you don't love it, right? So a lot of seniors will give you a lot of suggestions and sometimes they may be contradicting as well, and that is when that muhavra comes in. Suno sabki, karo man ki. So like just so what I think is basically you should definitely enjoy your life, right? And if you are doing something for, let's say, 6 to 7 hours a day, you are already going to college, which most of you do not enjoy. So just do something which you enjoy. So if competitive programming is not your cup of tea, then don't have it, right? Maybe you can get through with DSLO, and maybe development is not your cup, so you can just look at whatever you like. So some of my friends spend much more time on, let's say, Linux development and kernel development and those kinds of things, and they are all doing really well. So it's, please just do whatever you like. Don't go into the web where people say just do web development, app development, competitive programming, lag jayegi tumhari job. So, I mean, that is not the only way, and you don't have to stick to that. And apart from this, I would say is that, so sometimes you may think that like things are very hard at the moment, and just remember that they are hard for everybody in some time or the other. And at several times I wanted to quit, sometimes when I was doing multiple projects at the same time, and it became far too heavy. But the thing is, it is only a matter of time before things improve. So just go on and do that. So I think this also applies to most of the people who are more interested in non-technical things. But I have little experience there, but I'm sure this will be somewhat helpful to you. Just if you have made a commitment, stick to it, and it's just a matter of time before things turn out to be good again.